I mean, a little flirtation's okay, but maybe if you push it to the edge, then people, even though they pretend they're not feeling it, I think maybe they're a little upset.
So congrats on a brand new season. You have a Newbie Crew this season. So what was that like going into this season? And of course, with the pandemic and everything else going on.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little nerve-wracking. On the first season, I was fortunate to have Paget and Ciara and also Byron, who was a good buddy of mine. Mm-hmm. So I had some people that I knew, that I knew their personalities and what to expect. So this year, having all new crew was a little bit, I was a bit worried. But when I met them, I could tell right away that they were going to be great.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what was it like not having Ciara and Paget around? Did you miss them?
Oh, of course I miss them, because we're good buddies. But I think they were off doing other things. So
yeah, like planning a wedding, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, are you going to be part of the wedding? Maybe you'll officiate?
I don't know if I'm going to officiate, but I definitely plan to be there.
Yeah. How are they doing? Are they enjoying their engagement life?
Yeah, they are definitely.
Yeah.
Those guys are always having fun.
Totally. Do you think Georgia is going to be invited?
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, Ciara stayed friends with Georgia, so who knows?
Were you surprised by that?
I was impressed by it because, I think she was really big about the whole thing. And, a little flirtation's okay, but maybe if you push it to the edge, then people, even though they pretend they're not feeling it, I think maybe they're a little upset. So, but that's Paget. Paget should be more responsible than Georgia. But then Georgia as a friend shouldn't, push the edge.
Now, during this past season of Below Deck with Captain Lee, Elizabeth is fired. And one of the reasons is because she and James used the master suite to hook up without asking permission. Would you fire somebody over that?
No, I'm guilty of doing that myself early on in my career. But firing people, I'm not that keen on firing people unless something like that might be a trigger if I was thinking of getting rid of them anyway. But if they're really good at their job and I come across something like that where they're kind of pushing the edge a little bit and doing something naughty, if it's important that they don't do that, then I'll make that really clear and let them know the next time they do that, I'll be accepting the resignation. But I don't know how I'm going to fire a good person because it's not easy to get good people, quickly when you need them in the middle of a season. So I'm probably a little, but if you saw season 1, there are people doing that kind of thing. And, to be honest, I didn't know about it. For me, it's like, occasionally we use the guest cabins if we have too many crew on board. I've slept in guest cabin. It's not the end of the world. You're not meant to be in there getting jiggy or whatever, but it's, where else are people going to go if they want to, now obviously that's not happening while we have guests on board.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. I think if Captain Lee had an issue with somebody doing that, they probably had other stuff going on that that there were issues there. That's my
I mean, it seems like there's more Boatmans this season than ever before. Do you encourage that, or do you have rules about that on the boat?
I don't encourage it for sure, but it's kind of one of those things that happens naturally, and I keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't affect people's work.
Right.
That's kind of my policy. I don't, some boats don't allow it at all, but then you're just forcing it underground or people are going to do it and sneak around. And I'd rather people be honest and just as long as they stay discreet and professional, I'm happy, Is there anything that you're nervous about watching back this season, or is it kind of fun for you to watch back because obviously you don't know what's always going on with the crew behind the scenes? I don't. There's stuff that happens. I know from seeing season 1. There's a lot of stuff that happens that I don't see. It can't be everywhere. But from this season, you probably saw in the trailer, there's a little bit of an incident on the dock. There's more than a little incident. And so that's embarrassing. That was like a mechanical malfunction. But it's, as a captain, you're always responsible. And, I maybe made bad decisions to get into that situation. So that's something I'm not proud of. I've never had that kind of thing happen in my career before. But now since 2 seasons on the show, a couple of things have happened that, obviously I'm not proud of, but those things do happen. It's part of the world of super yachts. And, luckily no one got seriously injured. So that's the most important thing for me because steel and glass and fiberglass and aluminum can always be replaced, but safety is a big part of what we do.